this session, and it will be shared with you after tomorrow's last session. And let me start with sharing my screen. And we just wanted to we just want to start with a brief recap of yesterday. So yesterday you have heard from us, from Fabian, about the methodology that we started using yesterday. We're continuing today and finishing tomorrow. We selected the challenge and do the teaming according to the challenge that was most relevant, identified as most relevant for your work and context. And we start working with the team to better know each other and to start to dig a bit into the challenge. We started with the root causes analysis, so identify those causes and what are the effects of the challenge, and start also discussion on what cause we would like to focus, and that will be the starting point also for today. So we really wanted to start with hearing from any of you what resonated with you, anything that you would like to share. How did you find the first day? And well, given that you're here back today, we hope that you find it useful, and anything that you would like to share, please, you're more than welcome to do so. Y si alguien quiere compartir en español, también podemos traducir sin problemas. Anyone would like to share anything from yesterday before reading into today's session? Sí, Juan Manuel, por favor.
Igual a las actividades que ustedes hagan, los muchachos que están con cada uno, hablen con ellos, pueden compartir el
Anyone would like to share from maybe from Elliot and Gian's group? Not sure who was part of that group. Sari, were you with Elliot and Gian yesterday, group A, team A?
Yeah. Yesterday I was in first group. We was speak about some different problems in communication with stakeholders and how we can develop it, and we was analyze some baseline, and it was really our group have a different background. That's why it was very interesting to put it together. Thanks a lot for this, and I think that today we will more quickly grow to new knowledge and new next level for our project.
Thank you, Sari, and thank you for sharing from yesterday. Anyone else that would like to share? Mariana, maybe from Team C.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Lavinia. Yeah, yesterday we were working with the group, trying to identify the causes of this problem. And we find out some of the problems that are related to our locality. You know, we as Galapagos, we identify some things that are maybe happens just here, but also our colleagues from some other countries, they identify some of the things that in somehow we agreed that we have same kind of problem. One of them was, that we don't have like, for the new generation, those incentives to become farmers or to enter into this industry. And also the lack of knowledge and the implementation of traditional ways of, for farming have been like one of the most the biggest problem. Lack of research, public policies, credit access, incentives. And how we also we need to strengthen the short value change, short market change. So were some of the things that we were talking about. And then also we were talking what this leads, and we find out that there are also like a lack of long-term sustainability. And this also caused that the abandon of the land productions, risk for food security, like there is no any changes. Also, the similar practices, conventional practices, keep going on on the farms using agrochemicals. And of course, the big enterprises keep pushing, the use of these agrochemicals that is somehow having effects in the health of the farmers. And yeah, as I say, also this leads so many other factors, but I think that these are like the most important that I can highlight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariana. Good recap of yesterday's discussion. And maybe from Team B, Rostislav, is there anything that you'd like to share from yesterday's discussion?
Hello. Frankly speaking, very difficult to summarize results of our discussions. We were talking about some challenges and possible solutions. It seems to me enough. Very interesting was maybe not results, but process of discussion. We have to receive different point of view from different members of our group. It was really interesting for me.
Thank you, Rostislav, and good to hear that you find it interesting, and it is the start of this process. So hearing from other point of view, from other contexts. And I see that we have some newcomers today, and I hope that with this intervention you get a bit of a sense of what we did yesterday. But yeah, don't worry that we will be giving more context to this work. I will continue with sharing my screen, and we're going through the agenda of today. And yeah, what we are doing now, so just welcoming and introducing the agenda. As of yesterday, we will be having an inspirational talk, and we'll have a representative from a farmer group in Colombia. So we hope that you find this useful and to be more grounded and on extension services. And after that, you can see that the main chunk of today's is going to be working in your team. We will continue the work done yesterday. So if you feel that you haven't finalized yet the work on the root causes and the selection of one of the causes, don't worry, you will have time to start from there for today. And then starting on that one cause that you're going to analyze more, you will be asked to define the target group that you like to address, that work that you're going to do, create a how might we question to guide your work. Then we'll be still staying in groups, but each group is kind of self-managed, so we can have a short break whenever we feel that we need a bit of energy and a short break. And then we will come back to the final part of today in the team, which is start with some brainstorming ideas. So for everyone to share ideas that you feel that can be useful to address the challenge and the root cause that you selected. And we'll be back in the plenary for last few minutes to reflect on today's work and share any insight that you would like to share with the group. Any questions so far? Then I would like to introduce today's speaker. As just mentioned, we're going to have another inspirational talk similar to the one that we have today. Today we have with us Paula Montoya, who is a coffee grower, community leader, and entrepreneur in the Colombia coffee region. Paula, she will be doing a talk in Spanish, and Maria Clara, a colleague from UNDP and also a coach for the workshop, will be doing the translation. So many thanks, Paula, for being with us. Muchas gracias, bienvenida, and the floor is yours. Te paso la palabra. Muchas gracias.
Okay. So I'm gonna pass the floor to Paola. So just to be clear, she's gonna do the intervention. She's gonna speak in Spanish, and she's gonna make a break, and then I'm gonna do the translation for everyone. And if at the end anyone has any questions for her, you can address on the chat, okay? So I'm gonna translate this also to her. Bueno, entonces, entonces tu presentación, hazlas corticas para que yo después pueda hacer la traducción de lo que tú dices. Por pedacitos para poder traducir y ya al final si alguien tiene alguna pregunta ellos lo pueden escribir en el chat para que tú lo puedas hacer. Okay, so I'm gonna start introducing her. She is a very nice farmer, and I'm gonna allow her to speak. I just wanna be double check that you are listening as well.
Yes, we are.
Perfect. So Paula, the floor is yours. Dale, te escuchamos.
Gracias. Mi nombre es Paola. Yo quiero hacer una ambientación, primero que todo, de cómo se maneja la extensión agropecuaria en Colombia.
Okay, so my name is Paola, and first I want to make like a general explanation of how the extension services works in Colombia.
Nosotros estamos regidos por la ley SNIA, que es la ley 1876, en donde nos enmarca cómo son los procesos de extensión agropecuaria a nivel nacional e innovación.
So here in Colombia, there is a law, the number
1876.
1876, a law in Colombia that is the one that rules the process of extensionism and how is the innovation provider services. I'm gonna do something she didn't mention, but she also was an extensionist. She's not practicing, but she was an extensionist as well. So I think it's relevant to mention that. Dije que tú también eres que eras extensionista y que es importante mencionar.
Sí. Entonces, los que en este momento están presentando en Colombia la extensión agropecuaria son las empresas EPSEAS, empresas prestadoras de servicio agropecuario.
So the ones who are providing the service of extensionists here in Colombia are some companies specialized on that they can be by law provide the service of extensionists.
Bueno, entonces, ¿qué se está haciendo en este instante? Está en este instante
De pronto si pueden cerrar los micrófonos para poder escuchar tal.
Bueno, en este momento nos están habilitando la posibilidad de que nosotros como campesinos, como juntas de acciones comunales, podamos también prestar ese servicio a nuestras mismas comunidades. En esas estamos en este momento en Colombia, esperando a que nos aprueben que las juntas de acción comunal también puedan acceder a prestar servicios.
So right now we have an opportunity in Colombia because the way we are organized in Colombia in the rural areas is that there are communal joints or communal organizations that are made from the farmers in each rural areas. So right now the advocacy is to allow to those people, that means the local farmers, to be extensionists as well. So this is not being approved yet to Colombia, but what we are trying is that this can be taking place.
Muy bien. Ahora hemos estado trabajando siempre desde los puntos sociales, económico, ambiental y político. Eso es lo que se está trabajando en toda la parte de proyectos agropecuarios a nivel nacional, incluyendo el café, ¿cierto?
So right now, what the projects that are being done are thinking in environmental, social, and economical perspective in order to bring those three issues into the countryside and into the project.
¿Qué se espera ahora o qué queremos innovar? ¿Qué queremos ampliar para poder tener una muy buena ejecución dentro del territorio?
So what we want to innovate, what we want to do to have a better resulting ground, how we want to innovate on these three issues.
Entonces es la transición de la agroecología.
So it's a transition from agroecology.
El enfoque territorial.
The territorial approach.
El enfoque diferencial.
The differential approach.
La resiliencia al cambio climático.
The resilience to the climate change.
La articulación política, la pública política.
And the articulation of the public articulation.
Y la incorporación de la agricultura campesina y comunitaria.
And the integration of the farmers agricultural in this process as well.
Esos son como los focos a los que queremos entonces ir llegando y profundizar más con el tema de la extensión agropecuaria en Colombia.
So those are the main topics we want to address through the extensionists in the agricultural arena.
Muy bien, gracias.
Okay, and that's it. Thank you very much. I don't know if someone has any questions. I know Paula, she is a very good talker. She's been working on a lot of process the whole life. So I know she can elaborate on more things, but so far we would like to open the floor if someone wants to ask any questions about her experience. She's also a farmer. She didn't mention that, but she's also a farmer and a leader of association here in Colombia. So over to you, Lavinia, and open to questions if someone wants to make any question.
Thank you, Maria Clara, and many thanks, Paula. Very interesting again to hear experience, like direct experience from the ground, and yeah, innovation that you mentioned that might be needed for coffee growers in Colombia. Any questions from the floor? Anyone that would like to ask Paula? And just to recall that Lydia, that was there yesterday, is also with Paula and Maria Clara, who can provide translation to English. Any questions so far? I see one question in the chat. Elliot, maybe you want to share it directly.
Oh yeah, I just put it in the chat. But question for Paola, in regards to, I mean, we're here talking about challenges ourselves. I'd be very curious to hear from Paola what her own challenges, what she sees as her principal challenge or two as an extensionist in Colombia.
Bueno, para mí el reto más importante es que nosotros podamos tener extensión agropecuaria o capacitaciones desde el principio, desde la siembra hasta el proceso de la comercialización, que estemos acompañados en uno y en todos los pasos, que no nos perdamos un momento, que el extensionista siempre esté ahí enseñando a caminar al campesino. Sabemos que, verdad.
She gets so excited. So I'm just gonna make a pause because what she's saying is very interesting. And she says one of the challenges she observes is that the services the extensionist provider can be done from the beginning to the end of the process of the cropping. So you can have this advice, this coaching from when you start harvesting, when you start growing the plant until the trading of the crop. So that can be more integral, can be in the long process of the harvesting and the production of your crop.
Yeah. Sí, hablo mucho.
Bueno, she says she speaks a lot. That's okay, go ahead.
Eso yo creo que es lo más importante, estar en todo el proceso. Sabemos que el campesino, que nosotros los campesinos tenemos empíricamente conocimiento, ¿cierto? Lo tenemos, pero todo está cambiando. El clima cambia, los procesos cambian, la tecnología cambia, los métodos de sembrar cambian, y tenemos que estar en esa innovación. No podemos quedarnos como nos quedamos con la antigüedad, como sembraba mi papá o mi abuelo. Entonces, en eso tenemos que estar mano a mano con el campesino, escuchándolo a él también, qué es todo lo que nos tiene para enseñar a nosotros como extensionistas desde la práctica y nosotros poderlo apoyar a ellos con la innovación.
So what Paula is saying is that we as a farmers, we have some knowledge, we know how to harvest, but times are changing, weather is changing, climate is changing, technology is changing. So we need to be competitive. We need to understand what's happening outside, what's happening beside the farm. So our parents, our mothers, they know how to harvest, they knew that. But there is new information also, we need to address the issues of the climate change, and therefore we need advice from someone else that can bring us some ideas and some innovative ways to tackle these needs and these problems we are having on ground. So therefore, it's important also to have an extensionist that can give us those different perspectives for how to address those issues besides of what we know as a farmers. That is also valid. And that's it for this.
Gracias.
Sorry. May I ask a question?
Go on, sorry, please.
Yeah, okay. What kind of support do you have from the community level? There is some person who help you to organize, to communicate with other farmers or not? What kind of support do you have?
Thank you, Sari. And just to add that there's also a question in the chat by Ivan, many thanks, Ivan, who is asking on women, female participation in as extensionists. So what's the total of extensionists, women compared to men, and if it's considered like being enough, or if more female extensionists would be needed. And I see that Maria Clara is translating, and I'm passing the floor to them when they're ready.
Okay, I was making the translation to Paula
thanks.
of the 3 questions. So, ¿vas a empezar con la primera?
Sí.
Okay, she's going to start for your first question, Serif. So she's going to answer to your question addressed to everyone.
Realmente tenemos ayudas. Las ayudas son a nivel nacional y a nivel, puede ser internacional y privada, ¿cierto? Pública-privada, ¿sí? Yo les voy a contar algo de lo que en este momento estamos viviendo como campesinos. Conformamos una asociación, se llama Asopruantes. En esta asociación somos aproximadamente 62 personas, de las cuales el 98% son mujeres campesinas con muchos deseos de trabajar. ¿Qué hemos hecho hasta el momento? Presentar proyectos para, en este caso podemos hablar de la Fundación Aurelio Llano, en donde ya nos hemos ganado varios proyectos para ejecutar dentro de nuestro radio.
So what she's saying is that the extensionists and the farmers here, they receive help from an international and national level. Then she is speaking about how public and private also are providing some help. And she's going deeper into the association they are part of. There's an association made for 62 members, 62 farmers, and the 98% of the members of these associations are women, very working and driving women. And right now, for example, they're receiving some investment from private sector. There is a food company here in Colombia that are providing some help, and they already gained some projects, and they are participating in the projects with them and receiving the help.
Sí.
La segunda pregunta, ¿quieres responderla?
Sí, la segunda pregunta es...
¿Cuántos hombres y mujeres extensionistas?
Bueno, es muy complicado yo decirles cuántas mujeres y cuántos extensionistas hay a nivel nacional o departamental. Lo que sí le puedo yo decir cuando estamos en las cumbres es que eso es muy equitativo. La mujer está muy incluyente. Y ahí es donde estoy con la tercera pregunta. A la mujer hay que incluirla y seguimos incluirla en todos los procesos que tienen que ver con el agro, porque pienso yo que cuando la mujer, así sea profesional o sea campesina, esté amañada, esté contenta en su ambiente, en su espacio, su familia se va a quedar. Y así vamos a tener lo que hablamos de un relevo generacional, porque si ella está en su comunidad, en su asiento, está conforme, está tranquila, está feliz, todo su núcleo está ahí. Definitivamente la mujer la tenemos que incluir sí o sí.
So from the knowledge she has so far, she doesn't know the exact number of how many men and women's extensionists are here in Colombia. But for the workshop she has been participating, she has said that is more or less a similar amount of men and women in the extensionist service here in Colombia for the events she has participated. And she would like to link that answer with the second questions you did, Ivan, about the effects of the women's on the extension services. And what she said, it is very key, very important to involve the women in the extension services, but also on the issues related with the farming and on all the countryside. Because what she's explaining is that when a woman is happy and she feels stable in a place, in a rural area, in a house, in a farm, and she feels this is a safe space, the whole family feels also safe, and they will stay there, because she's explaining how women can become very critical and important and central in a family constitution. So if a woman feels okay, she feels steady in the farm and in this context, the whole family also will feel safe and welcoming, and that will make easier to tackle one of the issues we are mentioning in the group yesterday, is how to promote that the youth can stay in as a desire of them, stay in the countryside and develop the rural areas. So what she's saying is a very interesting connection between how the woman's become crucial in the family thing, and when she feel included and she feel part of this farming, trainees, extensionists, or the whole family also can feel welcome, and that also can provide some input and help, so all the youth people can stay and be part of this process. And that's all the answer to the 3 questions. Okay, I see someone else address a question. So do farmers pay for extension services full market prices? Do they have some services for free? Están preguntando que si los servicios de extensión los pagan, o si los servicios de extensión se deben pagar. Y cuál es el precio normalmente si se cobra por el servicio de extensión que se provee acá en Colombia. Okay, Lavinia, is okay? We're gonna address this question. I don't know how we are on time, but
yeah, let's answer then that, and then we can continue. Thank you, María Clara.
Okay. So,
And Paula.
Paula,
¿Cómo
para
les
ti.
va? Bueno, no sé. La extensión se paga por el gobierno colombiano. A ver, ¿cómo les explico? El gobierno, nosotros tenemos el Ministerio de Agricultura, ¿cierto? Del Ministerio de Agricultura sale una ramita que se llama la Agencia de Desarrollo Rural, ADR, ¿sí? Entonces ellos son los que empiezan a capacitar, esta agencia empieza a capacitar a todos los departamentos para poder nosotros sacar el plan de desarrollo agropecuario, o sea, el PDA. Y en ese PDA vienen todos los puntos de innovación que vamos a trabajar en todos los niveles. Cacao, aguacate, café, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Y ahí involucran los extensionistas. Entonces,
so yeah, because this is interesting also because she's addressing something that we are tackling in one of the challenges. So it's interesting to see how this works in different countries. So for the question, here in Colombia, the government provides the extension services in a public way. So it's not a charge, it's provided by the government. And the structure behind this is that we have the Ministry of Agriculture. Under the umbrella of the Ministry of Agriculture, this is the Rural Development Agency. And under the Rural Development Agency, we have the Agricultural Development Plan. And this plan provides the input of what is the extension services going to focus in different commodities of food process. So for our avocado, for cocoa, for coffee. So those are the lines that provide the input of how this is going to be and how it's going to work.
Entonces, en estos planes de desarrollo están involucrados los extensionistas. Entonces, es el tema de contratar. ¿Se acuerdan que yo les hablé de las EPSEAS? Entonces, las EPSEAS tienen sus extensionistas y ellos son los que subcontratan, el gobierno contrata a las EPSEAS que se ganan estos planes de desarrollo para que estas EPSEAS vayan a prestar el servicio a cada uno de los municipios, de cada uno de los departamentos que se ganaron los PDA.
So once these plans are laid out, there are some local agencies that can participate as a private organizations. to win these resources from the government. So these we call EPSEAs or agencies. They apply to be the extension in services, for example, for cacao, coffee, and they receive the money from the government, and then they are the ones who implement the extension in services on the different municipalities or cities. So that's the way it works in terms of how the extension is laid out from a government perspective.
Bueno, esa es la del Estado. Y ya empezamos con la del gobierno, por ejemplo, la del café, la cooperativa de cafeicultores, con los extensionistas, ya usted la explica, la federación. Esa es otra.
And there's another extension in services. For example, what we have yesterday is Juan Manuel. Juan Manuel belongs to the National Federation of Coffee Growers. So that has more a private perspective, but also has a mix because also has some government resources. So those are different extension in services, or when the cooperatives that are private or solidarity, we call it like the solidarity economy, they also provide some extension in services. So that's the way they think. But even in the Coffee Federation or the cooperatives or this, there's no charge directly on the farming. In some cases, they come through the government or some resources that the farmers provide for the cooperative to continue working and as providing to the farmers in that way. So I hope this answered the questions, and over to you, Lavinia.
Thank you, Maria Clara, and thanks a lot, Paula. Very interesting to hear from your direct experience, and thank you, colleagues, for sharing questions. And just to add, and sorry, let me reshare my screen, that Paola and Lida that you see with Maria Clara, they will be with us today and tomorrow. So if you want to hear more from their experience and how it can relate to the challenge that you're working on in the teams, or you would like to get their perspective, please just tell your coach and they will be moved around to the groups together with Maria Clara so she can support with translation as well. And now I'm passing over to Fabian for the overview of the methodology that we'll be using today. Thank you, Fabian.
Yes, thank you. As yesterday, we provided some methods and approaches for you today. And yeah, to just give you a bit of a guideline on how to address the challenge you already started on, and to make it a bit easier to create in the end new ideas. So today we want to have a look on the target groups or the people who are involved in this challenge. So obviously we will talk a lot about farmers, extensionists, but maybe also other stakeholders which are important in this field to discuss about. And this is that you basically get a deeper understanding of them, and also exchange the perspectives and the knowledge on the different people who are involved there. And then we will move to a small method which is called the how might we question, and that's kind of our start into a brainstorming. So basically we try to formulate a question we want to answer in the brainstorming. So the end of today is that we want to create ideas and innovative solutions which are new approaches to the challenges you're working on, and this question is then supporting you in doing that. But more on that you then learn from your coach. So as already said, in the end of today, so in the last bigger exercise, we want to create ideas and exchange ideas on what you think might be different turns and different ways of creating solutions in that field where you're working on. And today we will have a longer working session. So we will now then start into the teamwork, and there will also be a break in between, but more or less today it's really about working in the team. And so we will not come back to the plenary in between, but there will be a break which you can take within your team. And we will basically meet back here then shortly before we are closing for today for another reflection, and yeah, to give you the opportunity also to share what you learned today. But yeah, I think for now we can really get started and get into the topic again. And yeah, so for the people who joined new today, you will just stay here in the plenary and I will explain what are the possibilities, how to participate today in the groups. And then you can also, we will send you into the different groups. Yeah. Are there any more questions from your side? Any unclarities?
I see no questions. So yeah, let's get started with the teams. And yeah, see you in Team C if you're with me, or see you in a bit back to plenary.
Great. Have fun. See you later.
Thank you.
So now the people are slowly joining the other teams. Perfect. Yes. So hello again. We now have Jane, Mamadou, and Marie-Elise. And James, I think you are, all of you are the new participants of today. And welcome. My first question is, do you want to participate in the team workshops today? So we have teams which are working on different kind of topics for the next 2 hours. And yeah, basically the idea would be that you can join them in a breakout room and yeah, work with them in exchange on the different topics. And the language would be in English. Would this, so we only have 2 English teams and 1 Spanish team. I don't know, would this work for everyone, for you? Just yeah, let me know, or maybe shortly. Yeah, James.
For me, I would really be interested to work, but I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya, and
Yeah.
it's around going towards 7, and I might spend some time to move from point A to B. So I am not sure I'll be able to participate today, but I would have liked to know what I need to do, or whether it's possible to join later and be able to continue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the setup of this workshop is basically we started yesterday. So we have 3 days where we have each 2.5 hours each day. And yesterday we started in these 3 teams working on different topics, like the coordination between the extension providers or the involvement of farmers in the extension services. So we have different topics. And the idea is to have one team works on a challenge in that case. And then after the 3 sessions, so ideally it would be that everyone can participate in all the 3 days, and that we tomorrow then share the ideas and the outcomes of this workshop. So my question would be, would you be able to join also tomorrow at the same time? Would it be possible, or would it only be today?
Yeah, tomorrow I can join. Actually, I'll be working from a different location, so I can join the whole time.
Okay, then I would just suggest that I would send you in a group, and there will be, I think, 4 other people, and you could just introduce yourself and say that you will maybe just listen and that you have to walk in between, so that's fine. But then you already have kind of a team which you can also continue tomorrow, and you also see some context and the conversations, even if you have to leave at some point today. Yeah,
that will be great. Thanks.
yeah, great. So what we could do, so I would send you in a group which is working on the inclusion, or the question of that farmers are seldom included into the creation of extension services. But the team, so that's basically the topic. And the team will give you a bit more context on that. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Great. And and just for last, to not make it too complicated, but we have, in order that everyone can work together, we have this tool which is called My Role. So it's kind of a virtual space where we can work together. I don't know if you know it, and I will just share. Okay, perfect. Great. I just share it for the other ones in case you also want to participate, and I could just show it to you shortly, that you are not surprised when you land there. So basically we have, these are the 3 teams, Team A, Team B, Team C, and here is basically our working space. You see already some people working on the different kind of steps we provided, just that you get an idea where we are, but your team where you then will go to will support you in any case. So just say hello, and they will help you there. So James, I will just send you into the group now, and then it should work out. Let me just bring up my breakout rooms. Here we are. So perfect. Then you just have to accept the invitation into the breakout, and then you can start working.
All right. Thank you. Let me join.
Yeah, great. So that should work. So Marie-Louise and Mamadou, do you also want to join a team?
As for me, I'm a climate expert, and I'm not really very familiar with farmer extension service. I try to understand how it works and to gain some insight, because I'm more about on the climate information, how to take it into the farmers. That's my main focus. So I don't know, I couldn't join yesterday, and today I may not be able to stay till the end. I didn't expect that it will last 2 hours and a half. So I don't know where I should go. I try to understand and how it goes. I mean the course, and tomorrow I'll try to make a room. I mean to follow for 2 hours and a half, but today I may not be able to stay till the end. So now I don't know where I should join and what can. So I don't know if you can help me. So I may stay just for 30 minutes more, and then because I planned for 1 hour.
Yeah. No problem. I think I would also suggest maybe just for you to also, if you have time tomorrow to join, to just listen into one of the teams, and then maybe this gives you an idea if it's also useful for you, the topics which are spoken about and so on. So I could also just bring you into a team, and then you can listen and say hello, but mainly listen then today to the discussions, and then you could join tomorrow the same team. So that, I think, would that be feasible for you?
Yes, I think that's okay.
Okay, cool. Then I would also bring you into the team. Yeah, if you are coming into the team, just say to them that you have to leave in a half an hour and that you're just maybe listening in. I think that's totally fine. Just that they also know, because I can't talk to them now. All right. So I will now bring you into the group. Now you should have a message which asks you to enter the team. And perfect. Hello, Ramon. Can you hear me? Hello, Ramon. Hello, Ramon. Do you want to participate? Hello, Maria. Can you hear me?
Fabián, ¿me hablas? Es que no te escucho. ¿Sí?
Hello.
Hola. Hi. Could someone help me moving me to group A or 1, please?
Yes, I can do that. Wait for it. All right. See you. Hello, Elizabeth. Should I send you back to the team or do you have to leave? Hello, Cherie. Should I bring
Yeah,
you
yeah,
to
I'm here. I'm here. I'm already here.
should I bring you to the team?
My team is first. A.
Hey, perfect. Let me just say. All right, then have fun. See you soon. Hello, Ivan. Nice to hear back.
¿Ya estás ahí? Ah, genial. Espérate que no puedo bajar porque tengo que traer una cosa ahorita.
Ivan, should I send you back or?
Que me salí de la reunión. Ajá, yes. Hi, Fabián. Hello, Fabián. I'm trying to get into the group one.
Okay, I can send you back. Wait for it.
Okay, thank you.
Now it should work. Welcome back. We're just waiting for the others.
Ya se acabó el tiempo. Yo las practicaba.
It was a lot, at least at Team C. We had a lot of discussion, and we didn't really get into starting the brainstorming actually. We were still on the how might we question, but that you can identify that there are already some ideas popping up. So yeah, looking forward to continue tomorrow. And I would like to hear also from other groups. I know that we had some people that couldn't stay for the whole session today. I'm afraid that especially Team B, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, if you want to share your experience today, if you find this useful, where did you get, and yeah, what's next for tomorrow, please just unmute yourself and feel free to share.
Yeah, of course, I would also be very curious. How did it went? It was a really intense day. Yeah, any thoughts, any reflections, immediate, or are you just tired?
I would just like to thank Group A. I think we did a great job and work all the way through, and thanks to Jean and Elliot that made an excellent job, like summarizing and arranging all of our thoughts, because all of the group, we were like talking and giving ideas, and they were very good at just structuring everything. So I'm sad to hear that in one group you didn't finish, but I think we hit the mark. I don't know, maybe Jean and Elliot can tell us, but I think we fulfilled the whole exercise today. So thank you.
Well done. And Gian, Elliot, or maybe Ivan, also I think you're Group A, if you want to add from your side.
I'm in the Group A, but I just stay just a couple of minutes. But and at the beginning of the discussion, then I had to move to another meeting. But when I came back to the group session, it was impressive the ideas that were put in the board, and a lot of very interesting comment that I heard about the policy levels and the multi-stakeholder coordination that is needed to enhance the extension services and how that should be addressed. And so thank you very much. I agree with the previous comment from Majo in terms of the great job that both Gian and Elliot are doing, and I'm learning a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Great to hear. Julian, I see that you're unmuted yourself. Please.
I quickly jump in. One, I just want to appreciate the organizers, even though this is just the second day. The way you've organized the collaborative space, it's kind of allowed us to really give it our best. Initially, I was skeptical. I almost didn't attend this webinar, but I've really found it very enjoyable. It's very easy to contribute. I thought I would be one of the quiet people. I've ended up bringing out the other side of me that is very talkative, but simply because it is very organized. And we had facilitators who were able to organize the information. That's a skill set that it's very admirable. And I've learned, coming from Uganda and in Africa, I've learned that actually the problems are common globally. And so sharing experiences and giving examples, and learning from others has really been very unique, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Julian. And yeah, I guess that somehow it's kind of reassuring to see that or maybe not. Let's see, like the challenges are shared, so you're not alone, even if from different contexts. And I know that unfortunately, Team B, you had some drops, but maybe Rostislav, Melissa, anything that you would like to share from today? Sorry for putting you on the spot.
Sorry, Lavi, I don't know if you asked something from this team because I was translating very fast and I didn't see the rest.
Sorry, for Team B. Thanks.
Rostislav, I don't know if you want to share.
Okay, Melissa. You first, if you would like.
No, please go ahead. I think we want to hear more from you because you're the.
We had really very interesting discussion, but unfortunately, we were just 3 persons at the end of our discussion. But nevertheless, it was really interesting experience for me. I satisfied with some new ideas, and it seems to me tomorrow we will continue our discussions, our interesting communications. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you. That's great to hear.
Thank you, Rostislav. And yeah, please stay with us tomorrow so we can finish this exercise all together. And well, like 30 seconds, something to share from Team C, anyone? Also in Spanish, if you prefer, so that we can wrap up for today. And I see that we have a very cute newcomer with Seri.
Dale, Pau.
Primero que todo, muchas gracias por permitir que estemos acá participando de este momento tan interesante. Me siento súper feliz porque realmente nos une a todos la misma situación, que es nuestras comunidades campesinas, la parte agropecuaria. Entonces a todos nos está uniendo la misma problemática.
So Paula from Colombia, she's saying that she is very happy to be here and that she feels very also happy because she sees that she's not alone, and then there are some problems that are also united us in relation with the farmers and the agriculture. So she's happy also to see that she's not alone on this, and there's also other people that are facing the same issues. So she's saying thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you also from our side, Lida and Paola, that you made time for today and yeah, stayed so long and supported us. I think that's yeah, really appreciated and a great insight for everyone.
Thank you. With this, I think that we can close for today and reconvene for tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully we will finish with our exercises and come up with some new ideas together. Have a good rest of the day and see you all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Ciao.
Bye.